What's happening, guys? So this is my pickups video for Friday. I have a couple of little bits and pieces to talk about, not just my pickups, but we'll get into the pickups. Hello, Ellie. It's my dog. I don't think you can see it, but she's on me tonight. So not many pickups, to be fair, but what I've got I'm very happy with. I actually have some things on the way, obviously next Friday. What I have first of all is a free pickup, and it is quite weighty, it's heavy. And basically in here it's a very old one of those like projector things where you put the little slides in and you click. It's even got the little button that you press. It does switch on, it does work. It gets hot very quickly. I've not had a chance to properly use it yet, but I know some relatives and some friends that I've got some of those little photographs that you put in, obviously for the slide projector. So yeah, so I was happy to get that. It's just obviously a little weird trinket thing. The next thing, I actually have had this for a little while, but I forgot in my last pickups to put it in that. And it is a free TV. Now, it doesn't have the base. It is in a bit worse for wear condition. Like, for example, it's obviously been dropped or something because there's a massive crack in the whole of the frame. But basically the reason why I got it is because of my newer consoles for this room. So obviously I've got my old school TV, I've got a backup TV as well, but they're more for the ones that, for the consoles that came out at that time. This would be for my PS1, 2 and 3 mainly, or rather my backwards compatible PS3, because it has a HDMI. So that, you know, as long as it has a HDMI, I wasn't really bothered about the size or anything. And to be fair, it's an absolutely fine size. The fact that it's not got a base doesn't really bother me. I could either fashion one out of something or whatever, but it had the cable, had a remote, it does work absolutely fine. But the girl said, oh yeah, really sorry, I don't think it works, I'm not too sure. It turns on, but it's really rattly, and when I picked it up, she literally did this. And it was rattling all over the place inside. So I took it apart, cleaned it up a little bit, and it was just because some of the clips from the inside had come off basically. So I just glued them back in place. Job's a good one, free TV. And that is it for the free ones. I got some, in fact I'll do some gaming related stuff first. In town the other day, traded in a load of stuff to CEX, and I bought nothing from there, sadly. They were very dry, to say the least. And I went to a charity shop. I went to, what did I go to? I've got the receipt. Yes, British Heart Foundation, and I paid £4.98 in total for GoldenEye 007 on the Wii, and it is complete. And Clone Wars Republic Heroes DS. Now, it was literally 4 minutes before they were closing, and usually I would have a look on eBay, see how much things are. This was £2.99, this was £1.99. I knew for a fact that this was worth it, but with this I was like, meh. But then I thought, I looked at the back and was like, yeah, it looks all right. And I hadn't bought anything for a while, so you know, it's a DS game that I don't have, and yeah, it looks like an all right game. I did a swap with somebody. I had a swap of Banjo-Kazooie, the cart only, and I did a swap for Duke Nukem 64. So I have a small list of things that I'm wanting to actually swap for, buy, purchase, whatever, you know, to come across. Obviously I keep adding to the list every so often. There's bits and pieces that I need to get, that I want to get, all that sort of stuff. Duke Nukem was one of them, Doom was another. The guy had Doom, but he was chancing it, saying that Doom is worth more than Banjo. So I was like, that's fine by me, you know, I'll wait it out. So I've waited out long enough for this. I've got this now. Some books I got from a car boot sale. Don't know if you're into graphic novels. I apologise if you're not. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. I got a book called The List, which is actually a Marvel book with all the heroes. So it's like, as you can see, Iron Man and Spider-Man, etc. It's got no paper cover, which I assume on the paper cover is probably going to have a little bit more detail to this picture. I've never heard of it, but yeah, Captain America and the other people in there looks like an interesting story. I'll always buy something if it's cheap and give it a go and get rid of it if I don't like it. Catwoman, The Life and Times of a Feline Fatale. And this is just basically one of those books where it's all through like their life, so to speak. So like from the 1960s Batman, of who played her, and Michelle Pfeiffer in 1992. A book called Turncoat. Turncoat is a Scrobrus. Would be helpful if I read that before, because then I could have a look at what the actual word is. Looks alright. Looks like a kind of like a black comedy type, tongue-in-cheek type thing. Yeah, Turncoat. And The Invincible Iron Man. So the reason why I bought all of these is because they were 50p each from the same stall, and I was like, wow, £2 for 4 books that look very good. And my son actually got me this, a Danger Mouse, what are they called? Like file handy thingy. He said, oh, I could put my drawings in there. Like, okay, thank you. So my son got that for me. He said it cost him, I think it's 20p. He said it cost him from a car boot. Now on to a couple of other things. Let's have a look at this one. So this one, Sonic, and it is a control holder. It was up for £10 on Facebook, and I offered the guy 7. There's no box or anything, and I said, would you take 7? He said no. What about 8? And I said no. Oh no, sorry, he said 8 and I said 7, and then he said meet in the middle of 7.50. I said yeah. So there's no scuffs or anything. I'm really happy with it, and he looks really cool holding my PS4 controller. I might bring him here, I don't know, with my little Sonic corner I'm doing. I don't know if you noticed the Sonic stuff's gone from there. I'm doing other bits and pieces, like I said, for my game room tour. So yeah, perfect condition, £7.50. One thing I did forget to get off my shelf was, I got a little story about this, is that I had Abe's Odyssey and Exodus already. I've had them for years. I got them in a bundle, and I thought I had the disc because all I did was I flipped it open and basically did that, and I thought I had the disc because all the rest of the discs were absolutely fine. And little did I know that the other day when I thought, oh, there's one of them I don't have the manual for, it's Abe's Exodus, and I looked and I was like, what is this disc? And the disc was Red Alert. I don't even have Red Alert. I don't like Red Alert, so I was gutted, and I immediately went onto eBay, tried to buy one, kept on bartering with the same guy as well, for a disc only, and I said, kept on offering him because it was best offer, and he didn't sell in the end. So as soon as it came back up again, because I was still watching it, and I offered again, and I think he just gave up and was just like, whatever. Because when he sent it to me, he sent it genuinely just in a in like the back cover, like the case, nothing around it, just a disc in it, which I didn't even know it came with the case, the half the case, and it was in just a A4 paper envelope with nothing else in it. So when it came, I thought, what is this? I didn't even know what it was because of the like kind of weird indentation shape. And I opened it, I was like, so it was a bit like a, for the fact that I was annoying him because I kept on offering him a low price, but it wasn't even that low. I offered him £2 for the disc, and it was like £1.50 for postage. And I thought, it was like, you've put it up for £3 or best offer. I just want the disc. That's all I want. Anyway, I did a raffle in a group that I'm in, and I bought 3 tickets at £2.45 each, and my ball came up. So I got a Donkey Kong 64 in a very, very nice box, I will say. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's not like pristine or anything like that. But you could do a lot worse for, how much was it? £2? It's like £6.50 odd. and sorry, 750. I don't know, whatever. With an expansion pack and the pick, the tool that with it. Really happy because I wanted an expansion pack. I needed an expansion pack, and this is now my third boxed game for Nintendo 64 technically, because my next one was a swap slash sale with a friend of mine, Ben. Look out for Ben, actually. I'll be shouting him out in the future. I won't only be shouting slash romancing over get to know. I will also be shouting out my mate Ben, because he's a wicked collector. He knows exactly what he wants. He collects very specific items, mainly like Nintendo 64, stuff like that. He's got a wicked box collection. He knew that I only had the cart for Echo, and he basically gave me this, but it was all within a thing. I mean, I gave him some stuff and some money, and he gave me this. Gave me this with a manual, so I can put my cartridge in there. He also gave me this. Now, don't get too excited, because this is a repro box, and I'm sure that some of you out there will be getting your monocle out and saying, yes, it's a repro because of XYZ. Yes, I know it's a repro, and so did Ben, but the cartridge inside is not, and that is obviously what it's for. So he did me a very good deal. Didn't necessarily include the box, because the box isn't like the best, but on the shelf it looks very good. He gave me the box protector for what it's worth, and I'm very happy. So I didn't pay through the nose for it, because he did me mates rates. Thank you very much. I will not be reselling it on, obviously the definition of mates rates. So this now is another Nintendo 64 game that I actually thought I'd never get, but I'm glad that I have it. I'm not going out of my way to get mega ultra expensive games unless I have the means to. When I say I have the means to, I mean things like CEX, get a voucher, etc. So yes, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and it's going to go on my shelf. So that is my technically third boxed item, but obviously with or without the box, it's the cartridge that we're after. Now, something that actually I forgot about completely. I got this. It is not with the game, sadly, but the guy had it listed for £20 originally, and then he put it down to 15, and then I asked him if he would take 10, and he said yes if you come now, which is something I've touched on before. When people say, yeah, if you come now you can have it for the cheaper price, job's a good one. I think he must have had it on there for a while, or he's wanted to get rid of it for a while or something. I'm not too sure. Now the sad thing is when I got it, he did say like the box is a little tatty, by the way. It's like, that's fine, that's okay, because it's going to go on the shelf like this. It looks all right. It does come with a gun and the attachments, but the box is, he wasn't lying, it is battered, and inside I laid it out, and like, I don't know, over a third of the box, I think it's like covered in grease or something, because I tried to sellotape it back, which I know that's like, sellotape is like a really lazy way of doing it, but the sellotape just won't stick, and I don't know, it's just like the residue is horrible. And I just thought it was wet or something. I thought it was damp, but I literally laid it all out and put it on the radiator and everything, and it doesn't do anything. I mean, if you have any tips about getting rid of that sort of stuff, because I know that obviously that was Super Nintendo boxes and stuff, you can iron them out, get rid of creases and stuff like that, and like spray them with water and stuff. I think that's beyond saving, to be fair. I'm happy that I only paid a tenner for it, but yeah, I just need to get Time Crisis now. I don't have Time Crisis. The next thing I need to talk about is what I've mentioned in a last video. I do actually have this, and these, all from CEX. They are not opened. All the seals are intact. I've had these for 2 days now. I've had these ones that arrived today, and I should hopefully have 1, possibly 2 that arrive tomorrow. I've ordered 7 items in total, and I'm extremely excited. You don't understand how much I want to open these right now. But I'll wait, and if a parcel arrives tomorrow, I'm pretty certain that that's all of them. So tomorrow, Saturday, I'll be doing another video, which will not be as live stream, but it will be a video of me opening all of these. It will only be these CEX items, but tomorrow I'll be opening them. So yeah, I hope you like the video, guys. And basically, if you want to see my live reaction and what I got from CX, because they're not cheap, some of the things, yeah, I think the cheapest thing I got was £10, and then the most expensive one is, let's just say it's nearer to the 100 mark. I'm not going to tell you how much, because there's certain people I've told and I've not told them what I've got or anything like that. I don't want them to figure out from my list what it is that I bought. So yeah, tune in, because it will be varied things. Of all my collections, it will be varied bits and pieces. So I say you don't want to miss it, but you don't want to miss that one. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoy this short video and the varied pickups. But yeah, one other thing as well, what is the worst condition item that you bought knowingly or unknowingly and kept? I don't really think that the CEX lottery counts, but yeah, what's some of the worst conditions that you've had? Put them below in the comments. But yeah, have a nice weekend, guys, and have a nice holiday as well, bank holiday. See you in a bit.